spinal cord injury is a very devastating injury, both physically and psychologically. Please remember a young man, 20-year-old, running around, doing everything, no problem, and suddenly he is bedridden. And he finds that his legs are not moving. And he also finds that he has no control over his urination and defecation. And this is a shock which he finds very difficult to control. But in due course of time, with treatment, it is possible to control it. And the best thing is, another patients of having the same problem, which also give him the feedback, and that gives him the hope to live, because they are living for the last 10 years, maybe 20 years. And so that is very important, that it is important to bring them in relation to other patients of similar injury. That's point one. Point two, there are a lot of ways now to treat them, by surgery, by physiotherapy, and by other means. So there have been patients of mine who, when admitted to the hospital, they were paraplegic. I operated on them, and gradually they start improving. Total recovery from spinal cord injury is not possible anywhere in the world. But partial injuries are possible, because some of the nerves may be spared. They are capable of recovery. The spinal cord does not recover, but the nerves on the side of the spinal cord, they do recover, and with them the patient gets some power in the limbs, some power in the lower limbs, or some power even in the upper limbs, and that power can be increased by exercises and physiotherapy. And the patient's cooperation in this is very important. He should never give up hope, but he should also be told that total recovery is not possible. You have to accept some disability depending upon how much is the injury to the spinal cord. Now, below the L1 level, the injury is such that it does not give rise to any spasms. Above L1, there are spasms. So those spasms have to be controlled, because suddenly the patient becomes dyspneic, or he is in a spasm, the limbs are not moving. So all these things need treatment, and all this needs explaining to the patient as to what is his problem. Once he understands what is his problem, he is able to cope with it. The fundamental thing always remains that spinal cord injury, total recovery is not possible. But then, that aside, we can do a lot for them. My spinal cord injury boys, paraplegics, have gone abroad, taken part in sports. And in Paraplegic Rehabilitation Center, they have brought 3 gold, 13 silver, and 5 bronze medals. Never an Olympic team or Asia team from our country has gone abroad and brought so many medals. In one instance, I sent 8 paraplegics abroad, and they brought 8 medals. And I put it in the newspapers that tell me when our Olympic or Asia team brought as many medals as the number of people who had gone abroad to take part in the games. So all these things are possible, and it is possible to achieve these results by any person who is interested in these injuries. So what I would request is that if you can send somebody to the paraplegic rehabilitation center Khadki, they will make arrangement for his stay, for his food and everything, and live with the patients, talk to them, understand them, see their problems. Every evening they play basketball on wheelchairs. If I am not there, which I am not there now, they abuse each other if they miss the ball. And so it is very interesting to watch them playing basketball with such vigor from one end of the field to the other. It is something worth seeing and worth studying. How do they do it? And I have also been associated with the Spinal Cord Injury Center, New Delhi. Of course, I know Major H.P.S. Aluwalia very well. He also knows me. So you have to live with them, learn their problems, and try to tackle them as and when they come. That is the mainstay of treatment of spinal cord injury patients in our country. Nobody helps them. You are there to help them. There are instances where the wife has left the husband, or where the father has abandoned the son. But then you can't abandon them because they are your responsibility. That is very important for those concerned with the treatment and management of spinal cord injury patients have to understand.